here we are today at Brands Hatch with Nick Hamilton and Dexter Patterson. First of all, how are you both today?
I'm very good, thank you.
I'm alright. I'm okay.
Good. So obviously it is the last round of the British Touring Cars for 2025. How would you reflect on your season? How does it compare to previous seasons you've had?
Up and down. I think we've had a good couple of results, especially at the start of the year and then in the summer. Last couple of rounds we struggled, and then this weekend we sort of seem to be back to similar pace to what we've been. So a bit of mixed emotions, but I think generally the fundamentals of the car, when we've had it good, have been really good. We just probably lacked a bit of consistency.
Yeah, I echo that from what Dexter said. I think it's been great being back, especially for me because I wasn't racing last year, so being back in the car is always a good thing. Have we got the results that I think we wanted as a team? Probably not. But we've shown good, pace and potential in the car throughout the year. We have been struggling up and down, but that's what motorsport's all about. Most of the time you're disappointed because you never get what you want out of it. But I think me and Dexter have worked really well this year together, and so it's been a up and down year, but also a very positive one at the same time.
You mentioned how it is up and down season. What do you do to motivate yourself after, for example, a bad weekend or a result that's not really gone your way?
Try and forget about it and go again. I don't know, I guess you need to reflect and see what went wrong. Try and look into if you've got a problem with the car or yourself, where that problem is, and try and learn from it. And just try and make sure it doesn't happen again.
I think you have to get used to not always being happy with things. Not everything's always going to go your way, and I think people deal with it in different ways. I do what Dexter tries to do, which is try and ignore it really, because it's you're always focusing on the next weekend. You only have 2 weeks really between races, and you want to keep the team morale up as well, because it's a team sport. It's important that you keep everybody rallied together. So even though we've got a bad weekend or we've had a bad result, you can't dwell on it. You have to ignore it, put it in the past, figure out what went wrong. Like we had a fire last weekend, so the first thing is to be grateful that I'm here, alive and kicking, and then rebuilding the car and then keeping everyone together. But it's just a part of the sport is going through that undulation of disappointment, and then it's how you pick yourself up, which builds you as a character and as a driver.
What would you say has been your highlight of the season?
For me, it's probably Independence win at Croft.
Yeah.
That was good, not really for me, but for the team as a whole. I think it was a good boost. And we had one at Oulton as well, but we got it taken off after. So there've been a couple of good bits, but mainly Independence. I think that was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I don't feel like there's been any standout highlights for the year. I've had some good opportunities of nearly getting a Independence win at Oulton Park and points finishes that got taken away from us through no fault of our own. So I wouldn't say there's been sadly one spot that I've been like, oh, that was amazing. I feel like we've always sort of fallen short at the last hurdle a little bit. We would have got points at Silverstone, I think, if we wouldn't have had the fire and everything, and then I would have said, okay, that's a highlight. But I think it's a positive that we're always thereabouts, knocking on the door of at least some points, and potentially getting close to Independence. But it was good to see Dexter, get it. I wasn't jealous at all.
What would you say your favourite track's been that you've raced on this year?
I always like going to Oulton, Knockhill. I think they're quite technical tracks in the calendar, but I also actually really enjoy here. I sort of forgot how good it was driving here until I came back, because I wasn't here last year. But mainly even because I'm not that big a fan of the Indy, but when you come back here on the GP, it's a completely different track. Out the back where it's fast, it's good fun. Yeah,
I would echo that. I always say Oulton Park's my favourite circuit. Got a lot of characteristics, very undulating, and I like the fact you're on the limit, and if you get it wrong, you're in the wall, and that's actually a good thing because it teaches you to to maximise everything out of the car and also not make mistakes. So I'd say that, but also, driving here today or at Brands, out the back it's a very special thing. You very rarely get to drive the GP loop. Here at Brands, when you do testing, it's always the Indy circuit, and I think everyone's almost got a bit bored of the Indy circuit because you're always driving it. But when you collectively put it together, the track's pretty awesome here too.
Do you have any pre-race rituals to kind of get yourself in the zone before you go out?
Not really, to be honest. Just sometimes a little bit of music. Make sure I'm fed and watered and go to the toilet, and that's about it.
Yeah. Going to the toilet is important.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I tried loads of different things. I tried music. I tried like relaxing and calm and breathing and all that sort of stuff. And I felt like I overanalyzed a lot of the things, and it actually just made me make mistakes more, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to overthink it. So now I just chill, don't overthink it. Just get in the car when the time's right. There's nothing, I don't listen to rocky music or something to pump me up, which is what people might think. I just try and stay calm, keep myself calm, and get in the car when need be.
Well, it's been amazing talking to both of you. I have one more question.
Sure.
Who do you think is going to win the F1 championship this year?
To be honest, I don't even watch that much F1, but to be fair, I think it'll be tight. I've only started watching a little bit, but just because Verstappen's been coming back and it looks like it's going to be tight for the last few rounds, but probably money's on Oscar.
Yeah, I'd say Oscar. I mean, it'd be nice, I think, for Lando to do it, but I think Oscar might just pip him.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
No way.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Cheers.